Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of your Brains Coach podcast. My name is Angela Shurina. I'm your host, I'm your Brains Coach, and it is my job here to bring to you all the best, recent, cutting edge, most effective, useful, and applicable brain body tools so you could take better control of your thoughts, of your emotions, and most importantly, of your actions that you take every day that will define your future. Your past, your thinking, what you feel have very little effect on your future. What does have an outstanding and really big effect on your future is what actions you take and also how you take those actions. Yes, your emotions, your moods will affect how you take those actions, but actions come first and the quality of your actions. And that's why it's important to also invest some time into training the conversation in your head, your thinking process, what thoughts you allow to ferment in your brain on a regular basis, affecting how you feel, which also affects the actions that you take. Today, as you know from the title of this podcast, we are talking about confidence. And confidence can be many different things, from having a self-doubt or no self-doubt or little self-doubts about your ability to tackle new challenges, to build new businesses, to build in the real world idea from scratch. So that can be confidence. Confidence can also be your feeling of certainty about certain outcomes in your future or the future of the world, usually based on your prior experience. Confidence. What confidence is also when it comes to specifically to doubts or self-certainty in your ability to perform at a certain level or to get certain results. What confidence come down to besides the experience, right? For example, if you want to be a great public speaker and you are already speaking on a regular basis, and maybe you've done 100 talks or 200 talks, obviously you're going to have more confidence just because you've done it so many times. So the first tool to boost your confidence is get experience with the thing you want to be confident at. But before getting the experience, how do you get confident enough to take consistent action to build that experience? And also, if you are a leader, if you're into growth mindset, if you are into challenging yourself, you're probably going to be in a situations where the thing that you're trying to do is not exactly what you did before. And the process of growth, consist of many different attempts, sometimes every day, but definitely, over the course of the week, of the months and years. Growth mindset, your personal, professional, business growth depends on your ability and your a consistent action towards trying out new things and figuring things out and putting yourself in uncomfortable, unfamiliar situations so then you figure it out and you get to the next level. So that also requires confidence. And if you are constantly in this state of self-doubt, having a ton of doubts about every single new action that you gotta take, guess what? You're gonna take less action, and that means less certainty about future outcomes. And that also means delayed growth, and that also means delayed potential, and that also means a lot of opportunities missed because you simply did not answer the call of seizing the opportunity, the challenging opportunity when the universe brought it into your way. The universe will bring to you many opportunities to grow, and you will never feel ready. But if you have the confidence that you will figure it out, guess what you're going to do? You will figure it out because you're going to take action. So how to shape that conversation in your head that will create the feeling of confidence that you can figure it out, so you can take on more challenging opportunities, so you can get more experience, so you can grow, you can progress towards higher and higher levels in your developments. Michael Gervais, a high-performance psychologist, one of the top ones, I took a course with him all about shaping and building your best and creating mastery in different domains of your life. And when it comes to confidence, which is a quality of a high performer, Michael Gervais says that confidence is your ability to manage the conversation in your head. And the more I work with high achievers, high performers, and the more I notice the progress in my own journey, in my life's journey, my personal growth journey, my business journey, I start to agree with that statement more and more and more. Confidence is how you manage, is your skill, which you can build and develop, your skill to manage well the conversation in your head, because all of us have doubts. A person without self-doubts is either a psychopath or a narcissist. We all, the greatest people who develop true mastery of their craft, whatever it is that they do, they actually have a lot of self-doubts. I also have a lot of self-doubts. And the person you admire has a lot of self-doubts. Any leader you take, they had and they're having on a regular basis self-doubt. Again, unless that they have some disorder that makes them less human. Maybe it works for them, for their goal, but usually self-doubts serve us. They actually allow us to lean into the areas where we might not be that great, where we need to work on. Self-doubt actually and anxiety can be used as tools, as a compass of you looking into different areas and here I could work on things, here I can improve. If I, again, give a talk for 100 times, if I prepare much better, then I'll be better and I will have less self-doubt. So it also can be used as a compass and as a guide for you to choose your development path. But it only works out well when you use those self-doubts, when you use that anxiety to actually take action, to understand better where you need to take action, instead of that stopping you from taking the actions that you need to take in the first place and just bathing in that doubt, doing nothing with it. The same with fear. Fear is a compass. If you want to do something and you feel fear, the best of the best, the goats say that's your guide to where you need to step up your game. And feeling the fear and doing it anyway, that's what courage is. So back to Michael Gervais, high performance, high achieving, and conversation in your head to have more confidence, so your self-doubts, your anxieties do not stop you from taking action. Again, nothing wrong. Actually, it's very right to have self-doubts and anxieties, but having them, allowing them to stop you from taking more action and growing and seizing opportunities, that's where you can be shortcutting yourself. And hey, it's up to you what you're going to do with your life, but do understand that the less opportunities, challenging opportunities you seize and you take on, the less growth there's going to be. Definition of growth is growing from your current level. And just like growth pains in fitness, or if you remember your teenage time, growth comes with pains, the same with personal development. Again, if you were already that great, that wouldn't be growth, would it? It would be just staying the same. So anyhow, conversation in your head. What is the best tool to master the conversation in your head to transform self-doubts into confidence that you can do hard things, that you can figure things out, and you can and will get better, and you can take on more opportunities, seize more challenges, and get ahead in life to where you want to go faster. So how do you work with your inner voice, with inner narrative with inner doubter. Here is a really good way that I also took from a bunch of psychologists, coaching toolkits, and Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, the quality of your life is the quality of your questions. The question that you ask yourself on a regular basis will shape your thinking, that will shape your emotions, and that will shape what actions you take and how well you take them. How do you use questions to turn your self-doubts into more actions taken, and taken with zest, with motivation, with energy and drive? So when you have a self-doubting thought, first ask yourself, and that's what I teach my client. That's what we learn. That's what we practice. Is this true? So for example, I'll never build the business I want. I still have this thought on a regular basis because the business I want, I've never built such a thing, such a massive thing. So obviously my brain doubts my ability because it never had that experience. So I'll never build the business I want. I'm gonna question this thought because if you didn't know that, every thought that you have, it isn't true, written in stone. It isn't some factual data that is proven by research and unbreakable. It's actually some random stuff. Again, your brain just didn't have that experience. It's natural to doubt it. It's like, will the sun comes out, today? Your brain knows the answer is yes, because the experience shows that over the course of your 37 years or whatever, year count is yours, it's always been true. So there is no need to doubt it. But, building the business of the next level, the relationship of your lifetime, you don't have that experience yet. So why won't you doubt yourself? So back to the tool and the questioning process. It will blow your mind. So guys, stay tuned. Take notes, and then the next time you have a self-doubting thought, either re-listen to this podcast or look through your notes and go through the process. That's how you get better. You don't get better by knowing, you get better by doing and applying that knowledge. So the thought, I'll never build the business I want. The question, is this true? Meaning, do I have any proof? Do I have any fact, any data? Can I, with 100% certainty, say this is true? I'll never build the business I want. Do I have any data, any proof? Am I a fortune teller? No. What else can be true? That's the second question. What else can be true? Well, I can build the business. I could build the business that I want. Why not? It doesn't break any laws of physics. People did it before. A lot of people did it before, actually. If you look and lean into the stories of entrepreneurs, a lot of people, the percentage is small compared to the whole population that tried and didn't like the hard work and quit. But usually people who stick with that, no matter what, build the business they want and more and better. So what else can be true? The fact that I indeed will build my business. And do you have any proof of the fact that you can build that business? Well, not yet, but I have the proof that I can figure things out, things that I didn't figure out before. Because I got to this level of having corporate clients, of having one-on-one clients, on setting a business in a new country. I have the experience of figuring things out that I thought at some point were not possible for me, and then I got them. So do you have any proofs of you doing hard stuff, of you figuring things out, of you achieving a goal that you didn't have before? It might be a personal goal, something that you thought at some point you couldn't have, maybe the body you want, maybe the relationship you want, maybe that public speaking skill, maybe you learned a new language. So do you have a proof that you as a human being can learn, can figure things out? Did you in your life have the time when you had a problem and you didn't know how to solve it and you were ready to give up and you stuck with that and you figured it out? Do you have the proof that you can figure things out? Most probably you do. So do you have any proof? Yes, you do. And that can be true. And then the next question is, well, what serves me better? to get to the life I want, to get to the goals that I want, what serves me better? What belief will serve me better, will help me to feel the emotions, have the energy, take the action that I need to take in order to move my life, my business to the next level? What do I need to believe? I need to believe in my ability to figure things out. I need to remind myself of that more often. So what belief serves me better? Is this serving me? Is this doubtful thought, I'll never build a business I want, serve me in any way? No. And we already know that what else can be true? It can be true that I will build. And do I have any proofs? I have the proof that I figure things out. And I've been doing that for many, many years. And because of that, by the way, it's very important to put yourself into more uncomfortable, challenging situations to figure stuff out. So you have what I call confidence stock, or proof or track record that you can do hard things, that you can figure things out. So what serves you better? What belief? What thought? The thought that I have the ability to do hard things, and I have the possibility, the opportunity, the capability to build better business. So that serves me much better. And the last series of questions: is this something I can control with action? Is this something that I can control with my actions, the outcome, the probability, building a great business that I want? Is it something that I can control with my actions? Hell yeah. I can reach out to new customers. I can give more public talks. I can learn about better lead generation, marketing strategy. Is there something I can do to influence that outcome that I want in a positive way? Hell yeah. So is this something I can control with action? You cannot control it, but you can impact it. There is a level of control. You have a say in the process. And then the last and the most powerful one: what actions do I need to take to bend the odds in my favor to get there, to get the dream outcome that I will build my dream business? What actions do I need and can I take right now in this situation, at this specific moment in time, in this specific place? What actions do I need and can take now to get closer to where I want to go? And then you put it on your calendar, or even better, you take one right now when you're listening to this podcast, if you're driving, just stop the car and just park on a sideline and maybe send that message or make that call, or put something in your calendar. Do you take some action to solidify that decision to start working on your dream goal? And again, for me, like the example I'm giving you today here is business, but that can also be relationship. That can be life change. That can be health transformation. It's kind of like signing a contract with yourself. I'm going to commit to that. And my signature is my action. So when you're listening to this, make a decision and take one action, no matter how micro or macro. Just take the action that you can take right now. Again, even if it's putting something on your calendar, like a meeting with yourself, a commitment to yourself. And here you go. That's the process, how you work with your doubting thoughts. Sometimes you call them anxious thoughts that can come up at any point in time in your day. You're going to have quite a few of them. So this is the process. Is this true? Is this really true? Do you have any proof of that being ultimate reality of, let's say, your future or your present? Is this really true? And then what else can be true? What are other perspectives on the same thing? More neutral. Sometimes neutral is easier, more positive. And do you have a proof of that? Or in this situation, do you have a proof of figuring things out, of making things better, on impacting things in a positive way when you commit to doing so? And then, is it serving me? Like, what serves me better? What thought will move me where I want to go? And then, is there something that I can do right now, an action to influence my situation right now in the positive direction, in the direction where I want my future to go? Is there an action I can take right now? And then what action can I take right now? Let me take this action. And that's it. So confidence, guys, confidence in your ability to take actions to move things in the right direction. It's managing the conversation in your head in the right moment, in the right way. And this is a playbook that I assembled from different resources, countless of books on communication, coaching, self-improvement, self-development, taking courses. It's that simple. And Tony Robbins figured it out quite a few decades ago. The quality of your life is the quality of your questions. And what he meant is questions will lead your mind, and your mind will lead your emotions, and your emotions will lead your actions and the quality of those actions. And that will change and transform your life. So the quality of your life is the quality of your questions, and dealing with your self-doubts and boosting your confidence is as simple as that. And all you need is one thought at a time, transform a negative thought into a positive one or a neutral one, a more serving one. And then you take the action, and then the next one and the next one and the next one until you get exactly where you want to go, or even better. Guys, I hope you found this episode useful, very practical. I want to get to more practice with you, to more practical episodes, to more strategies to more episodes where we don't just talk, but we also work through things. Like today, I gave you an example, a very real example from my real life, from the conversations in my head that I'm having on a regular basis, right? It's totally very normal to have those doubts when you don't have the proof of achieving the thing that you want. If you are into growth mindset, there's always going to be something out of your achievement at this very moment, right? There's always going to be something that you're working on next, and you're not going to have the exact proof that you're going to have it, but you're going to have a proof that you achieved things you thought were impossible or hard or challenging. You're going to have a proof record, and that will be enough to manage the conversation in your head in the way that moves you closer and closer and closer towards the next level for you. So let me know what you think. If you found this episode to be useful, please do rate it, review it. That will move this podcast forward to more ears of potential high achievers who might be stuck in their negative thinking, doubts, and anxieties, right? So rate, review on whatever platform you find this podcast, you listen to this podcast to. And then also share it with at least one other person who probably is doubting themselves and might be stopping themselves in many different ways, in many different domains and arenas. Give them this tool, share with them, and then also talk about that, because when you teach it, when you discuss it, you learn it so much better. And social learning is the learning on steroids. So when you share, when you talk, when you do practice what you learn together, you learn better, you remember better, and then also you improve the world by helping other people get better and get closer to where they want to go. And that's what leaders do. Helping others. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more episodes of Practical Excellence. And till next time, have an awesome day. Turn every doubt into an action step and go closer and closer to the exact life you absolutely love living. Chat with you soon and have an awesome day.